of the program. It's a rainy day in the city of Lagos. It has been raining since the past 2 hours, and we thank our reviewers here that has been with us. Mr. Matthew is here, Mr. David, Mr. Raphael is here to do justice to the newspaper headlines this morning. What a wonderful weekend! Thank God it is Friday. A big welcome to all that are watching from Nigeria and also in the diaspora. A big thank you, a big welcome to everyone. Let's move over to the newspaper headlines this morning. I have with me the Punch newspaper, and also I do have the Nigerian Tribune. One of the topics we are having this morning is that Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer Ejiofor says that let Biafrans hope that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. I don't know why he says so, but that's the topic for today. Okay, above the masthead of the Nigerian Tribune, airlines to refund full fare to passengers after 2 hours delay. Airlines to refund full fare to passengers after 2 hours delay. That's from federal government. COVID-19 Delta variant detected in Nigeria. COVID-19 Delta variant detected in Nigeria. That's from the NCDC. Nigeria does not have fair share of global distribution of vaccines. That's from Minister. Nigeria does not have fair share in global distribution of vaccines from ministers. Virus still very much with us, or your task force wants. Virus still very much with us, or your task force wants. Autumn to Buhari. Autumn to invite Buhari to commission projects. Autumn to invite Buhari to commission projects. As South African President Zuma begins jail term. Ex-South African President Zuma begins jail term. That's a good one from South Africa. Matawale ascends to legislature. Judiciary autonomy bills. Matawale ascends to legislature and judiciary autonomy bills. The main headline on the Nigerian Tribune this morning. PDP mocks Onoche as she denies membership of APC. PDP mocks Onoche as she denies membership of the APC. Fireworks in Senate at her screen for INEC job. Fireworks in Senate at her screen for INEC job. Nigeria imports 2.2 million tons of fish annually. Nigeria imports 2.2 million tons of fish annually. Beam of Lagos building collapses, kills 5-year-old boy. Beam of Lagos building collapses, kills 5-year-old boy. Gunshots at Imo House of Assembly. 6 lawmakers were suspended. Gunshot at Imo House of Assembly where 6 lawmakers were suspended. Ogun Assembly passes anti-grazing bill, prescribes 3-year jail term for offenders. Ogun Assembly passes anti-grazing bill, prescribes 3-year jail term for offenders. Magu loses out as 167 police officers get promotion. Magu loses out as 167 police officers get promotion. Let's move to the point newspaper this morning above the masthead. UNICEF orders 220 million COVID-19 vaccines for Nigeria, 54 orders. UNICEF orders 220 million COVID-19 vaccines for Nigeria before others. Reps probe $3.2 billion Port Harcourt Maiduguri rail project. Agree LRC contractors. Rep probe $3.2 billion Port Harcourt Maiduguri rail project. Agree NRC contractors. Onoche contradicts affidavit, says I stopped APC membership in 2019. Onoche contradicts affidavit, says I stopped APC membership in 2019. The main headline, the rider, Cardinal Baptist School students. Now the main headline, parents panic as bandits threaten starvation, demand 30 bags of rice. Parents panic as bandits threaten starvation, demand 30 bags of rice. List: imported rice 10 bags, local rice 20 bags, beans 20 bags, Maggi 10 cartons, 10 kegs of oil. PTA school raise fund, items ready for delivery. Bandits call being awaited, prayers hold today. PTA school raise fund, items ready for delivery. Bandits call being awaited, prayers hold today. Ogun Assembly proposes 3-year jail term for open grazing offenders. Ogun Assembly proposes 3-year jail term for open grazing offenders. Cholera ravages Plateau, Ebonyi. 17 dead. Residents warned. Cholera ravages Plateau, Ebonyi State as 17 people die. Residents warned. FRC blames speeding as 5 killed in Lagos Ibadan highway crash. FRSC blames speeding as 5 killed in Lagos Ibadan highway crash. APC summons Lai Mohammed, minister faces anti-parties activities allegation. APC summons Lai Mohammed as minister faces anti-party activities allegation. Kwara family members land in hospitals as 4 children die of food poisoning. Igboho drags federal government before Abuja court, demands release of detained aides. That's the headline. Let's move over to our reviewers. I have Mr. David with me. David, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christian Chukwu.
How are you? How's the weather?
The weather is cold, as you can see.
Yeah, there's something that is worrying this morning. Parents panic as bandits threaten starvation, demand 30 bags of rice.
What again? Can you recap what you said?
Parents panic as bandits threaten starvation, demand 30 bags of rice. Let me even say, 10 imported rice, 20 bags of local rice, 20 bags of beans, Maggi, 10 cartons of Maggi, 10 kegs of oil.
Okay. Yesterday, I also read a story online that the bandits also kidnap medical personnel because these students fell ill. So, in as much as they don't want them to die, now they have to kidnap doctors so as to treat them. You can see it's a very lucrative business. You can see the business now. The business is thriving. Yesterday again, 15 students were kidnapped again in the same Kaduna. Just within 48 hours, in which about 140 students were kidnapped. Now, 15 students were kidnapped, and now the parents yesterday said they've met with Gumi, and Gumi told them that the bandits said they want 50 million, and the parents could only raise 20 million. And now Gumi is not telling the parents that bandits said that see now they should make the money 30 million before their kids will be released. Can you see the country we find ourselves? Now Gumi is now what he was intermediary between the parents and the governor. It's like means of production. You have from the wholesaler to the retailer and then to the consumer. You can see now. So Gumi is now in between both of them. And now the government of the day, the clueless and senseless government of the day has not deemed it fit to invite Gumi or to even arrest Gumi. So you can see the kind of injustice the country where we find ourselves, whereby injustice and what there is no equity. The government is not being fair. Now I start to be conscious today. Every elite in the north, every politician in the north knows about this banditry. Nobody is exempted, even their clergymen. Each and every one of them knows, because now they cannot sit down with their two eyes closed. Gumi have turned himself to the minister of bandits, negotiating
having access to where these bandits are, and the police, the military agency don't have access.
What?
If he's going, he knows where the bandits are.
Gumi said it clear. He said the DSS, the police, the Nigerian army, and the Nigerian force know where these bandits are. He said that openly. Nobody came out to debunk what Gumi said. He didn't see anybody debunking it. Now Gumi have told the parents that from now till Friday, from now till Tuesday, there's 30 million ransom should be raised, so as he can help them speak to the bandits, so that their children will be. Now 140 children were kidnapped now, and they are demanding for how much? 30 million. Now 15 children have been kidnapped now. Another set of bandits again. Now Gumi, the parent of these same children, will still go and contact Gumi. You can see how the business is thriving.
What does he tell the bandits when you get there?
What does he tell the bandits? I don't know what Gumi tells the bandits. I don't know. I think, my own take is that Gumi is even the originator of this banditry in Nigeria. Yes, Gumi originated banditry. Because if Gumi is not the founder of Nigeria Bandits Nigeria Bandits PLC, he would not have access to them. It's like armed robbers come to steal, and you tell police, don't worry, I will help you apprehend them. Now you do that, on what diverse occasion. It shows you too. You have link with them. You are also what a armed robber, and the government have not even come out to address the issue. That is see why when the south is trying to move forward, the north is always dragging us back now. Now, Erofai said he would not pay a dime for the children that were what kidnapped. Now the body now falls back to the parents. Now the parents said they could only afford 20 million, and now Gumi is now telling them to hike the money that the bandits said they want 50 million in this Nigeria, and people agitating for secession, people calling for referendum, people that want a better Nigeria, like the likes of Sunday Igboho, Kanu, the Malami yesterday tagged Sunday Igboho a militant. He said he said Sunday Igboho is a militant for him to advocate for his own rights. Malami, you can see a cow lawyer. Malami that does not even know the left and right of what Nigerian law states. Malami is saying the likes of Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu are not supposed to be championing the cause of what Biafra. Then see who will champion the cause. There are so many issues in his own region, in the north. Let him go there and then address it. He should leave Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu alone. There are so many issues there. Look at now, kidnapping, get the money for 50 million, bandits, and now Gumi has come out publicly to tell the parents to go and look for 50 million. Why has stopped DSS from invading Gumi's house? Why? Just like the way Sunday Igboho's house was invaded. Let them also invade his house. So see, you can see how partial this country is. That is why everybody wants to leave the country. That is why we want to leave the country. You can see the rate at which kidnapping now has become a lucrative business in the north now. All the northern elites knows about it. My brother, don't deceive yourself. Northern elites, the northern prominent men knows about this kidnapping. Yes, most of them want to use it and fund their political ambition come 2023.
But the chief of army staff says that bandits are being sent to God. Criminals are being killed and sent to God. So where does this whole banditry fall in that statement?
That what?
Bandits are being sent to God. That is, they are killing bandits. They are winning the war against banditry. That is the chief of army staff said it last 2 days. Now, what is happening in Kaduna? Now
I start to be corrected. How many now? Ever since you've been in this Nigeria now for like 20 years now, how many bandits have been prosecuted in the Nigerian law court? How many have been prosecuted? How many has been arrested and come to and the government say, okay, this is the one championing the cause of bandit. Now, rather than prosecuting them, government give them amnesty. Government absorb them into the military. You not call them repentant militants. Sorry, repentant banditry, repentant Boko Haram. You see, absorb criminal into the Nigerian army so as to give information to his police masters again. How many have you seen that has been prosecuted in the law court? How many? I'm asking you. Because I'm not seen any. Maybe you might have seen some because you're a journalist.
Okay, let's move over to Onochie denies APC membership.
Loretta.
Yeah, Onochie.
That one, me, I don't have much to say because now a president now, what is INEC? Independent National Electronic Commission. Now, how are they truly? Does the name reflect who they are? Now, why would you appoint someone who is your aide? And the woman said she left partisan politics when Buhari assumed office in 20 to one party, APC. Now, are you not telling me that come 2023, now, won't she rig in favor of her paymasters? She would definitely. She would, because now this is the same platform that made her who she is. APC made her who she is. You gave her appointment as the commissioner of one INEC in one state. Now, are you not saying in that particular state she might not want to rig in favors of her paymaster? She would, because now the party gave her the traveling environment to become who she is. So now I don't see now Buhari is just see this one matter is that Buhari is just clueless.
Okay, one more question. Ogun Assembly proposes 3-year jail term for open grazing offenders. It seems that
propose it. Yes. It has not become a law. Has it been implemented? Proposes it. It shows that see they are still deliberating on it. It has not become a law.
Ogun Assembly passes.
Okay, please. Okay, fine. That's the welcome development from the state governor Dapo Abiodun. Kudos to him if he could stand on his ground, because now that he has made this law, the likes of the what Abuja boys would summon him for meeting. We all know this Abuja. Yes, now who is
yes,
not governor. I said that the Abuja boys, those working with the presidency, these are the cabals that see that the virtue of their power, they want this open grazing. They want it. We all know them. They might summon him. They are fine. Oga, if you reverse this your policy, or else you will lose your ambition of becoming the governor for your second time in the state. We all know this. Now they will give you the card. Okay, dance to our tune, or else if you don't dance to their tune, they will take the card off you. You know that. So I believe he should, on this ground, he should take his stand. That's no matter the what intimidation, no matter the what coercion, he should always be for the people who he claims to what represent. Because I know that the likes of Malami will call him, will still call him, tell him that see, why would you pass this law? Because now this law will not favor us. These Abuja boys, we know them. They want to like intimidate him. But now my advice to him is that he should take his stance. And then again, I want to appeal to everyone supporting the likes of Nnamdi, Kanu and Sunday Igboho. I know definitely they will come out stronger, and nothing will happen to them. Nothing will happen to them. Nothing, because I believe that see, if anything should happen to what especially Manzi, my brother, there will be no Nigeria again.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. David. Thank you. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's look at this anti-grazing bill passed by Ogun State Assembly. Is it a welcome development?
Thank you very much. It's a welcome development. Don't forget that as part of the communique that was issued after that stakeholders meeting of Southern Governors Forum, the major resolution was that on or before 21st of September, that all state assemblies in the south should promulgate law banning open grazing. So the Ogun State is already taking the lead. That is a welcome development. And prior to this time, River States have shown resolve through the governor that they are going to promulgate the law against open grazing. Because we have been saying it over time, it's not just enough to make use fiat to stop open grazing. If you look at what is happening in the middle belts, in Benue for instance, Benue is the first state that promulgated a law banning open grazing. So, and that is why they have been able to record some level of success in terms of curtailing the activities of these herders who defile all known law. Now, if there is a law in place, the next thing is to charge the police to ensure that anyone that violates the law is arrested and prosecuted. That's another area I'm seeing a serious challenge, because considering the body language of the federal government, considering the fact that federal government control the police, so it's unlikely that the police will enforce these laws that is being made by states against open grazing. Consider the fact that federal government is not supporting anti-open grazing. So for me, this is where the sincerity and integrity of the police will come to question. Because whether police like it or not, it belongs on them to enforce any law that is promulgated by the state assembly in their respective jurisdiction.
That is against that of federal government?
It's not. If a state government, House of Assembly is recognized by Nigerian Constitution. It is not just about open grazing or law promulgating open grazing. What I'm trying to say in essence is any law that is promulgated by House of Assembly, it is still the same police that enforce it. It has always been the case. But what I'm saying is that now that this particular issue, the federal government is not supporting any law that is banning open grazing. That's why I'm charging the police that it is immaterial whether they are comfortable with the law or not. Once any state promulgates law banning open grazing, it behoves on the police to arrest anybody that is violating it and prosecute that person.
Okay, let's look at the bandits that are asking for bags of rice and also asking for over 20 million from the parents. And looking at the stand of the Kaduna State governor who doesn't want to pay ransom, how do you look at those situations?
For me, I think the lives of those children are important. But for what I can understand, the bandits have threatened to starve the students. And again, I think the reason the bandits started demanding for food stuff is because the police, the army, the security agencies block all their access to have food. So to that extent, I think the government is trying to fight through that means. But the life of those children should be put into consideration. Quite agreed. If you don't have those students in captivity, it would have been a very good idea to block access to food to the bandits. But the situation we find ourselves, the right thing to do is to look for how do you get the students out of captivity. Do you allow over 120 students to be starved to death? I don't think it's the right way to go. For me, I can understand that the Kaduna State governor have always maintained his position against paying ransom. Logically, his argument is correct because you pay ransom, you are energizing the bandits and it will encourage kidnapping. But under the current circumstance, what do you do to salvage the life of those students? So in the light of the prevailing circumstance, it is not out of place to pay ransom and get the students out of captivity. Having done that, you can deploy your kinetic approach to decimate the bandits. But again, the worrisome aspect of it is that before now, we are seeing instances, or an instance rather, where even the Kaduna State governor was quoted to have said that at a particular time, they were ready to burn the bandits, even if it meant killings of students who were kidnapped. It was an option he considered better than paying ransom. But what I'm trying to say is, that episode has passed. Those students have been released. What is stampeding the hand of federal government and state government from bombing the bandits until they now did this recent kidnapping? So that is where I doubt the sincerity of the state and federal government. That is where I doubt their resolve. All our air platform, all our fighter jets, what are they doing? It is not, I don't think it is only when we have issue in the southeast, have issue in the southwest, having the issue in the, that is only when the security agency will move with the speed of light. I saw the speed of light with which they went to bomb Olo. I saw the speed of light with which they came to Ipo's house. Look at the speed with which they even went outside the shores of Nigeria to adopt Nnamdi. So why don't they use that same tenacity, that F-100, that might against the bandits?
What of Gumi? What of Gumi that has made himself a middleman in all of this?
Gumi for some time, I don't know whether because of the criticism, he has not been so vocal. But for me, if Gumi have been hobnobbing, discussing, negotiating with bandits, and we can see pictorial evidences where he even in the company of the bandits within AK-47, it shows that the bandits, the government can trace their whereabouts. It shows that the government is not showing enough resolve to fight them. It shows that there is something fundamentally wrong with government strategy. It shows that somebody somewhere may be sabotaging and compromising the effort of the government. And that is where the sincerity of the government have come to question.
Okay, let's look at Onoche that she said she is not a card-carrying member of the APC. She left that card since 2019.
I don't think she's saying the truth. If she wants to convince us that she's not a card-carrying member of APC, she knows what to do. The affidavit she swore to an oath. I saw affidavit where she swore an oath that she's an APC member. So between that 2029 election and now, that she's claiming that she's no longer an APC member, what stops her from obtaining going to sue another affidavit even before now? So I only see her as plain politics, because the way it is, the constitution is very clear on who should be appointed into National Commissioner of INEC. By our standard, she is supposed to represent Delta State. That is the immaterial the state she is representing. What we are saying is that if the constitution do not permit a card-carrying member, a partisan politician, to occupy a political position, then she should be dropped. Okay. It's immaterial about the opinion. This is area where we fought even Mr. President. You are seeing a constitutional provision that is very clear. If the Mr. President so like her and want to give her position, there are other positions that is not sensitive, that the constitution do not restrict whether you are a card-carrying member of a political party or not. Let Mr. President look for another position and give her. But on this issue that is sensitive, I think the right thing to do is to drop her nomination and pick somebody else from Delta State to represent Delta in INEC at that level. For me, her explanation is not satisfactory, and the president should drop her nomination and look for somebody else to represent Delta State.
Ogun Assembly passes anti-grazing bill, prescribe 3-year jail term for offenders.
That is a welcome development. I think we have discussed that. But however I look at it, Ogun State is taking the lead, and I encourage every other state in the south to follow suit and promulgate that law, going by the resolution of the Southern Governors Forum, that on or before 21st of September, that they want all the southern states to have similar law. It's a welcome development because it now provides a legal framework to address the myriad of insecurity arising from clashes between herders and host communities. And since you now have a law in place, it's no longer about anarchy. It's no longer about somebody forming a military somewhere to go and arrest herders. Now, the onus lie on the police, who is the prosecuting agency, who is equally law enforcement agent, to enforce the law as being promulgated in Ogun State. And anytime we see similar law promulgated in Rivers State, in Delta, in Bayelsa, in Lagos, in Kiti, and so on and so forth, we equally encourage police to rise to their responsibility to enforce the law, arrest violators, and prosecute them.
Okay, let's look at Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. He's saying that he's quite sure that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Do you have anything to say about that?
He may be speaking based on all things being equal.
The court does not have any tangible evidence against
that's what I'm saying, but we are yet to see the decision of the court, and he himself as a lead counsel is here to approach the court to apply for bail. But again, I don't know whether Nigerian government have turned a new leaf, because if in the event of the process of prosecution, Nnamdi Kanu is granted bail, I want the federal government to be honorable enough to allow him enjoy the bail. Because it's not about whether you like the face of somebody or not. It's about the rule of law. We saw the federal government action the other time when Dasuki was incarcerated. Severally, there were so many judgments that granted him bail, and federal government refused to allow him enjoy the bail. At the point ECOWAS court granted him bail, federal government refused to allow him enjoy the bail. Only recently, there was a pronouncement by ECOWAS court against the federal government banning Nigerians' usage of Twitter. Federal government have openly shown their disdain for abiding by the rule of law by saying that they are not going to obey that order. So for me, it is yet to be seen whether Nigerian government has turned a new leaf by subjecting Israel to rule of law. For me, for what I can understand as we speak, Nigerian government do not have respect for rule of law, and I do not even see them if in the event of this proceeding that the court grants Nnamdi Kanu bail. I do not see the federal government as allowing him to enjoy the bail. Enjoy the bill, which personally I condemn in its strongest possible term, because it doesn't matter whether you are the president, you control the army, you control the police, you control the DSS, you control all the security agencies. What matters, what makes you honorable, is the ability to subject yourself to the rule of law, and that is the foundation of democracy.
some people were saying unknown gunmen came to Imo State House of Assembly and they were shooting sporadically in the air because 5 members of the House were suspended. I don't know if you read that story.
I've not read it, but however I look at it, if it is anything to go by, it tells you that the political gladiators, the political class, that they are the brain behind the instability we have seen in Imo State in particular. Because if suspension of, I'm only inferring because I have not read that story, but on the basis of what you just said, if suspension of some politician could instigate sporadic shooting by unknown government, it means the government should know the direction to look when they are looking for who is involved or who is activating, who is motivating, or who is going about the issue of unknown government.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Who are those that are the unknown government when we look at the issue of Imo State House of Assembly? I know you read the story
unknown
about
government.
Gunmen.
Unknown government na big government. And now wetin I want make happen for Abuja be that one wey dem go do for Imo, but I didn't mean they shoot one of them die.
In Imo State.
Yes.
Why are you praying for
Oga, all those one for National House of Assembly, State House of Assembly in Imo State, all of them na Oloshi abi wetin dem dey call them. If it happen for Abuja, wey unknown government, I be unknown government to anyone, wey dey enter there. If they enter there, they should not just go shoot up and down. Make them just shoot one of the lawmakers down, bam. They go know say what do we dey pass through for outside here. The big, you know, this is a kidnapper. They kidnap. Who did they demand? Very soon, they go see the kidnap people. They demand for a cup of rice for this country. Cup of rice. They demand for a carton of Maggi. I don't feel laugh. They demand for carton of Maggi. That is the people who go kidnap school children. No. Carton of Maggi, 10 bag of rice, 20 bag of local rice, 10 bag of foreign rice, 20 bag of beef. How many cake of groundnut oil? My brother, you see where the country don't go to? They don't need the money again. No. What did they need now? Now food. Oh,
so that they can
Jesus.
feed the children.
Okay, now if they give them this food now, they go feed the children. They go still keep the children there for the station. You answer me now. They want all these things so that they go to tell they feed their kidnapper when they kidnap, and they say they want carry the food go give them. You are still promoting evil. Who you want give? You are promoting evil because those children when they kidnap that day, all of them are Christian. Mo go to fat. You don't know.
Most of them.
Most of Oga, if you want to find out, Muslims know they go Christian school like that for not. You know understand? That is Christian school, Baptist Catholic church. So who are those people that are in that school that they kidnap? All of them are not small children. You know, see where the country don't get to. And not what you can have to tell us today that 2023 Nigerian democracy, we don't collapse since Buhari enter power. All election wey they do for 2019 na court na finish am. No only Nigeria, all the election, local government, councillor, governor, even the president election say na court. Every election they do for 2019, everything end for court. Now that's other countries they do election. If the democracy never collapse, they go do election. No election wey they do, they declare say na this person win. Every election they do for 2019 na court. If they finish, and they go do their own, court go do their own, and you say na democracy, make they go tell them whether na so the British abi UK wey they talk na so their democracy be. If they do election na court, they finish everything. All the election they do in every state na court because of the evil of the democracy. Since Buhari enter that power, I tell you say the man that Buhari come to revenge. That's why he go put people where he feel the control, because not everybody in feel control. He want to put people where they fear, where wants lie down for ground for that. That's why all those ones where they come out from another party to another party, they won't go they lie down for ground for Buhari, and Buhari go they match their head, go to their village, send herdsmen, give them gun, go they kill people. Do you know that Buhari? Don't you know that Buhari is aware of what is happening in this country? He know everything, but that is their plan. They sit down together, make it as what? Something that they want to achieve. There's one story I read when Obasanjo was saying something. Obasanjo said, these people, even the way another tribe are in power, you see bitterness in the heart of the north. Some people, if another tribe, they for seat of president. You know Obasanjo, you know see how Atiku hold am for neck? You know Atiku, they push Atiku to frustrate the Obasanjo regime till he managed to finish. You don't know? He managed to finish in 8 years. Jonathan, they went to extent of inviting Boko Haram for another place. All the whole northern Neta, they invite Boko Haram well, give them gun, supply them everything, so that they go use and damage the name of Jonathan regime. That is the bitterness in the heart of the northern people, all the Fulani people, the bitterness in them. If another tribe is done for there, their mind will never have peace because they have an aim to get something. And that's something that they want to silence the voice of everybody. That is how you see that none of our politicians have much to talk again because they are silent them. Okay, now they want to do election. All those people clamoring for president, people want to go for president. They want to have this position. If they give you position, now they make you be an attorney general of the federation. How many years? 8 years you go spend. You finish that 8 years, you go start for square one again. You start for another square one. You cannot have any power to put anything in your region. But the northern people, they will still continue in that power. They will say they share the power equal with other people. And we have mad politicians in the east and south. Only one that come only for they want to be president, they want to be this thing. Okay, fight the fight at once and achieve what you want, like the northern people are achieving. And I don't swear for all those people say, all those who they come out that they want to be president. I don't swear for all of them. Many of them say that vaccine where they carry, where they collect go kill all of them before 2023. Because God already signed up. The vaccine, all these governors, we want the progress of our people. That vaccine, I don't tell you before, I like, now that vaccine will kill them. Who want the vaccine? Not the vaccine for Nigeria. If you no one die, because all of them go soon die, their turn will go reach. They go die for that way they put for their body. You don't know. So all these are where they come out, they say 2023, president should come to south, or should go to north. Okay? If president come to south, how many years they go use for there? Because the certain president goes sit down there, the Hausa will still oppress. Because if they want to do election now, if Ipob man go now, want to go, they must carry Hausa person to follow body to make as a vice president. If you ever want to go, they not go say me they go carry Igbo, they go say they want use Hausa because of what? When you go to north, they go count cow, they go count goat, they go count chicken, everything, and they count for north. That is why they say north are populate. How many are there? If you join the east and the west together and the south, how many be north? Where they go there, they go count cow, they go count goat, they go count everything where they work out for road, they go they count. Say they are populate. How many they be? Join the west and the east and the south. Who be the north? How many? You don't understand?
Ogun State Assembly passes anti-grazing bill, prescribes 3-year jail term for offenders.
Oga, if no land in every southern state, east, west, south, no land for a Fulani. When you go to north, even though you want to sell some more things, maybe you rent shop, you pay for your house. Anything they want to do, government should collect their money. But the only problem I have, if you collect that money now, those people call Fulani, they are dangerous. If you give them small place, go okay now. Work out all this place now. Make you see where you give one Hausa boy. Say me a day for your gate. If he there for there, before 1 week, use them wey get that house. If you no take time, then all of them go pursue you because you go see 100 people for that place. Before 1 week, all the brother now, you go invite them, say you don't see space, you don't dey here. They go food for there, they make night, they go to sleep for there. They don't turn that place to their mosque, they go to pray there every minute. Okay? That is the same thing. If you give all those people, if you like, you collect money for their hand. Give them 1 year. The place where they go before, where they are killing people, is it not we beg they enter there? They say there will be peace. But now they don't go there now. They don't buy grant. They don't turn to the landlord of the place because they give them the place to rent their cow there. And the same thing, if they don't they collect money for them, give the ranches, same way they build here do. Very soon, the ranches, how many years it go reach? It go see break. The cow will go begin to come outside. By that time, the thing don't pass your power. You know if you control. Now where would they today? That's why they don't kidnap people now. Now beans are rice that they demand for. Now beans, oh yeah, Maggie, everything and they demand for because hungry go kill them for that place. All these northern people, and they no one get sense. Now there we see better pass them. They like made the whole power for how many years? A region where the north and the west join hand together finish east in 1960, 1967. They destroy everything, but now east is still better than all of them. Go to north, nothing dey there. East is still better than all of them. That's why they are jealous. They destroy everything in that area. Nothing good. They all they have the investment, all the infrastructure. They scatter everything, but now east is still better than north. Go there. Nothing dey there. No let cow you go dey see for road. No wonder cow dey go to Federal House of Assembly and Senate chamber. Cow say don dey follow dey do meeting because na cow people na dem full for there. Thank you. God go bless everybody.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunday. Mr. Chigozie, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yes, I want to concur with Mr. Sunday that Nigeria remains the greatest victim of this Biafran Nigerian civil war. As he rightly said, they destroyed, devastated, of course, the entire eastern region and precisely the Igbo dominant region. And of course, 54 years down the line, and Igbos, the Biafrans of all, the Easterners have moved on with their lives, while the North are still groveling in abject darkness, abject poverty. You see, it's very unfortunate having been within the corridor of power. They could not translate the opportunity they have to be translated into the betterment, or they didn't consider the welfare of their own region. You see an average political elite from the north embezzling to Nigerian coffer to stupor, and yet they will come out and claim that they are the most backward region, the most impoverished region. They are not shamed. The likes of Dangote and all that have almost monopolized the entire sector of the economy. You see, with it's our political allies, yet they have nothing to show for it. And unfortunately, the gullible youth from the northern region are playing to the gallery. They have not come in terms with the reality, with the consciousness, and to demand for good governance and accountability on the part of their northern political elites. Rather, they, of course, use the religious and tribal sentiments to woo them to their side at their own detriment.
Let's look at the north. Banditry has taken another level. Kidnapping. The students that were kidnapped at that Bethel Baptist High School, the bandits or the kidnappers are asking for bags of rice, keg of oil, carton of Maggi.
Here maybe go. It's quite unfortunate.
From the government.
Oh my goodness me. That is just as if it's in line with what I have just said. You see, when you make your people, deprive them the source of livelihood, when you taught them to become a nuisance to the society, all in the name of just using them for your political gains. And I think without catering for them, without having any program that will elevate them from that abject poverty to the limelight, where they can fend for themselves, they can reason objectively, and question the authorities when they are going to the contrary, when they are not delivering the dividend of democracy. It's quite unfortunate. You can see the level of how they have been subjected such inhuman treatments. You see, the difference between animal and human beings is not that it's the brain. It's a complicity of the human brain. Otherwise, every man is an animal. And when you don't use your brain, then it means you are more or less a zoo. You are an animal. So the northerners have not used their brain. So they can be likened to an animal, especially I don't mean all, because there are still people who don't support this
demonic system. It's quite unfortunate, but they are just very scanty. They can't make any positive change. You can see how they have been demanding for rice and beans and tomato and all that. It's very laughable. But the truth is that those Baptist pulpits or whatever are predominantly Christian. You can see there's been a consistent, deliberate attempt to exterminate the Christian community, especially in the northern region. It is a systematic program devised to ensure that the Christian community and the right to religious expression is being destroyed as far as Christianity is concerned. You can see the governor of Kaduna State is a religious bigot. We understood that from the beginning. So if he has allowed such to prevail in his own state, I think he has so many questions to answer.
Okay, looking at IPOB's lawyer, he said that IPOB members or the Biafrans should calm down, that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Is there anything that we need to know about him being released?
Well, I'm not the counsel to Nnamdi Kanu. I think if that is coming from his legal counsel, I think it has more heavier weight or implication. And that, be that as it may, I think we understood the position that Nigeria, you see, are becoming more prejudicial. You see, in the eyes of Nigerian law, Nnamdi Kanu has already been indicted. You see, contrary to the position of the supposed constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that an accused is presumed innocent until proven otherwise by a competent court of law. You see, so on that basis, I don't see any reason, not minding the media clamor and whatever propaganda that is being spread or promulgated against Mazi Nnamdi. He's still presumed innocent. By innocent, I mean he has not been convicted of any charge or allegation levied against him. So on that basis, I still consider him an innocent of whatever, of course, he has been accused or alleged. And of course, on that basis, he has the right to be granted bail. He has the right to fair hearing. And unfortunately, notwithstanding how the corrupt our judicial system is, we must demand, every lover of peace and humanity must insist that justice must be done, that the right thing must be done, whether they like it or not. It is an insistence. There must be a vehement, of course, resistance against this system that is inhumane. We can no longer accept that. We can't tolerate that. We can't continue to abet such a level of crime. And of course, in this current dispensation of human race, it can no longer be tolerated. So the legal process should be allowed to run its course, and in due course, of course, people are speaking from all over the world. And I think the government has no option. That if they have a case to make and they think they have substantial evidence, facts to back up their claims, and beyond reasonable doubt, then I think they should allow the process of the courts and shouldn't interfere at any point. Otherwise, they should be calling for anarchy, which is already looming and very imminent.
Any final thoughts?
Yes, of course, I still maintain, you see, it's unfortunate that the northern region or people has been turned to beggars. Across the Nigerian streets, there are 90% of the beggars are from the north, northern extractions. And the political elites are not ashamed of that. So that is why we are advocating for the sovereign state of Biafra. When Biafra comes, I will be one of those. I will want to serve in the Biafran parliament because I will sponsor bills to that will not allow any child of Biafran extraction to be found along the streets of Biafrans, so that we can build a formidable state where people will be given the right to live a better life. So the indigent children there should be, of course, a social welfare or program that should accommodate them. The North are not doing anything. Dangote, that claims to be the giant, the richest man, in the black world, have not taken such a cognizance that his own people are the most psychologically devastated, impoverished region. Go there, people that are saying the North are more populated. Who told you? That is a fallacy that was cooked up and forced on the gullible ones. I have been in the North. I grew up in the North. So I understand that during the electioneering process, they will import people from Niger, people from Chad, and get them registered, give them voters card. Then during the electioneering process and time period, they will also transport them down to the north, Kanu State, Jigawa, and other neighboring borders to enlarge or populate their region. You see, and they can't continue to deceive us. So they are not the most populated region. The South are the most populated region. And when it comes to ethnic nationality, the Igbo race is the most populated ethnic nationality across the entire Africa. When you travel to every state in Nigeria, the second largest, most populated non-indigenous of those states are the Igbos, are the Biafrans. So where did they get their statistics? Where did they establish their arguments? So unless they are counting, even when they count the cows and the cattle, they cannot outweigh us in terms of population. And you can see the conspiracy that is going on, the coup that is going on within the INEC electioneering bill. They allow electronic process to take place, but the transmission of those outcome of the electioneering process will not be allowed to be transmitted electronically. By implication, why is it after capturing electronically, why can't you count the votes, transmit the vote electronically? That is a conspiracy against democracy. So we cannot allow that to happen. When you allow people to register electronically, you can as well allow the outcome of those results to be transmitted electronically, so that we cannot be living in doubt, so that opportunity, a lacuna will not be given or created for them to manipulate the election. If we are seeking for a way forward, those fundamental issues must be addressed, so that, of course, unfortunately, they are destroying the Nigerian system, and of course, that would be to, of course, fulfill the prophecy that has been prophesied. Okay. That here comes the Biafran state, here comes the Oduduwa state. And of course, I kudos to the National Ogun State State of Assembly for passing the bill of anti-grazing law. Why? Because I very much felt for them, for the people of Ogun State. How could you leave your ancestral home, scoring for safety in another neighboring state, which of course can never be allowed, only on the basis of satisfying the greed and of course the wishes of an average Fulani man. It can never be tolerated, my brother. Okay. And my namesake.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Raphael.
Yeah,
great
good morning.
Man. Good morning.
How are you doing?
You made a statement yesterday and also day before yesterday about the Nnamdi Kanu issue.
Okay, the issue that has gone viral on the internet. Okay.
Why the IPOB lawyer is saying that he will be released?
Yes.
Are you a prophet?
Yes, you know, one thing is you think you have to learn how to become a think tank. You understand? It's until it gets to you. I'm somebody that believes in advancement. I see ahead. I have vision for everything I do. It must have been, configured in my mind before I do it out. I know that if Nnamdi gets to the courtroom, I don't think the IPOB members, the Igbo nation, the fellow Yoruba brothers, fellow Hausa brothers that are thinking the way we the Igbo men think, everywhere reasoning Nigeria will allow Nnamdi to go back to that facility.
Even though he's granted bail, he must still go back.
No, I don't think he must go back. Let me tell you the reason why he will not go back. See, if I'm a kidnapper, I'm just giving an instance here. It happened that I kidnapped someone. Kidnapping somebody meaning forcefully abducting someone and hide him somewhere, either in your house or in the forest or in an uncompleted building. Just excommunicate him from the members of his family, members of the public. That's the meaning of kidnapping. It is a very wrong way of inviting somebody to stay with you. It is unlawful. The lawlessness is too obvious. So, provided the laws internationally, locally made it to be not within the premises of jurisprudence that Nnamdi Kanu was unlawfully taken away from Kenya to Nigeria. If our eyes set on him, he will be freed because they did not follow the right process to bring him home. Nigerians, Igbos, Yorubas, Midbelt, Niger Delta, the Urobos, the Jos, the Efik, the Ibibios, nobody will allow Nnamdi Kanu to go back there because unlawfully they brought him to Nigeria and detain him in the DSS facilities. So if we set our eyes on Nnamdi Kanu in the courtroom, I'm telling you that there will be chaos.
In Abuja?
Yes.
On the 26th?
Thank you. You break the law. So you don't accuse any other person of breaking the law. You number one citizen, Buhari, you have been fighting kidnappers over the years. You number third citizen or fourth citizen, Malami, is there. He's been fighting Boko Haram, fighting bandits in the north, fighting kidnappers everywhere in Nigeria. While you are guilty of the same offense. You are a kidnapper, Malami. I don't know whether you understand me. You Nigerian judiciary, you are not in order because what you are doing is so obvious to Africans, to Nigerians that you are not getting it the rightful way. Are you not listening to me? Yeah. Nigeria, we have a president as a kidnapper. Nigeria, we have an attorney general of a whole federation as a kidnapper. A man who does not know the meaning of international law, a man who does not know the meaning of due process, can never showcase or exhibit himself to the members of the world as an AGF, Attorney General of a federation of this kind of rubbish arrangement called Nigeria.
Would you want to take the laws into your hands?
No, they have taken the law into their hands. They are the criminals and we are the civilians. So when we set our eye on Nnamdi Kanu, we must do the needful because there's no law here. Impunity is what is working in Nigeria. Everywhere is full of impunity. What do I mean by impunity? You commit a crime, it is obvious that you are culpable. You are guilty of this crime, no punishment, nothing. Nobody should penalize you, maybe because of your office. So the executive and the judiciary, they have swallowed more than they could chew. I'm telling you, international communities that are coming to Nigeria that day to free Nnamdi Kanu. No, but they are thieves. You abducted him from Kenya to Nigeria here. Then now you expect Nigerians to set their eyes on their brother Igbos outside Yoruba. He's fighting for everybody. So you expect us to leave him to go back there. No, now. Lawless here, lawless there. We must balance the equation.
Okay. So we are hoping that Nnamdi Kanu is released that day.
Yes, that is everybody's expectation.
Ogun Assembly passes anti-grazing bill, prescribe 3-year jail term for offenders.
Any erring person caught rearing cattle, should understand, grazing on the farmland of any man in Nigeria, not only in the southern Nigeria, should go to jail. My brother, Nigeria is a place where inequality, injustice, impunity thrive on daily basis. You break the law you made, you go scot-free because nobody could hold you accountable due to your position in government. Who are the herdsmen? Herdsmen are the Fulani Katuriaras. Who are the public office holders in the federal level? Herdsmen and Fulani, they are kinsmen. So that's why open grazing, as the whole Southern governors converged, met last month and said, we don't want this. Now, the main person, the patron, their patron, retired General Buhari, said no going back on open grazing. Are you the one that should dictate to the states? Can one man make a forest? Is it applicable in the United States of America that Joe Biden will dictate to the governor of the state of California? Is it applicable that the state of New York should go and bow down before Trump when Trump was in power before he could do the needful in his states? Is that how to run a federal state? Nigeria is a federal state. We operate federal system of government. So is this how you want to tell the world that the spirit of federalism was, to be then when they introduced federalism into the system of government? Was that what was applicable then in the United States of America? Don't you know that federal, everybody has its own role to play. You as the president, you are in the center. The states contribute to you. You do everything without letting the state to know. You do everything without carrying the states along. That is what makes you a federal system of government, federalism. Yes, let me tell you, open grazing has been banned for life in the South. No, everybody should get it right in his ear now that what is applicable now is southern states do not allow open grazing again. Legal states, Ogun State, Ondo States, Edo States, Anambra State, Enugu State, Delta State, Bayelsa State, River State, they said no, etc., and so on and so forth. The rest states, Benue State, Kogi, down to River State, down to Atlantic Ocean, no more open grazing again in Nigeria. Any erring person caught rearing cattle, grazing on another man's farm, should be held responsible, should be sentenced to 3 years. That jail tenure is too small. I don't like it. 3 years. Fulani man can come and graze on your rice farm. Oriza Sativos. Ate the whole, everything in the rice farm. Oriza Sativos. Do you know how many months it takes to breed, to cultivate rice? Do you know how many days? How many months? Sorry. It is more than 6 months, getting to 8 to 9 months. 8 to 9 months. Fulani man can graze the whole farm rice farm and choose to stay only 3 years, thereby rendering the entire community, throwing them into famine. Do you know that Nigeria, we are drifting to famine season? Do you know that? Famine era. When we don't have long drought in Nigeria, no drought. Since 1983, no drought, no more drought in Nigeria, 38 years ago. The first time we witnessed drought. The first time we witnessed the attack of mealybug disease that has eaten off the entire cassava farm in Igbo land in 1983. Whereby forcing us to buy bulgur, grounded corn, imported from the United States of America, that ran our stomach in those days. You will enter bush, you will be excreting, because we are not used to that kind of food. We the Southeasterners, we are used to fufu, apple. Mealybug and the drought forced Igbo man to eat bulgur in 1983. Mealybug, then, now, Fulani herdsmen, they are trying to force everybody to do what? Maybe we are going to import what this time around to eat. Because nobody is farming in his land. And Buhari, because he's a man of impunity, a man that can commit crime and nobody will question him, he still allows open grazing in Nigeria. And we have our politicians there romancing him. We have our Southeast governors there kowtowing, bowing down to the man in the south, in the north, at Aso Rock, because of their pockets. I'm talking from southeast Nigeria to northeast in Borno State, from southwest state of Yoruba race down to Ijo, south. Everybody should step up. Let us unite together and pursue Buhari and his kinsmen into Sahel desert.
Okay, let's go back.
Because this man has virtually taken everywhere.
Okay.
This man is doing whatever he likes and nobody's asking him questions. That is not how to run a federal system of government. You don't run presidential system of government like that. You carry the people along. The executive must marry the judiciary. For that marriage to work and last, the legislative must romance with the executive. All of them work in pari passu, vice versa. It reciprocates. You understand? Diminishing return, or whatever you call it. They must marry themselves so that you have an accurate federalism.
Let's do that. The bandits, the kidnappers in Kaduna State are demanding for bags of rice, bags of beans from the parents of the children that were kidnapped.
Sorry. 10 cartons of Maggi. You failed to add 10 cartons of Maggi.
Gallons of oil also.
Thank you. Now, it is a business in Nigeria to abduct school children and give the state government or federal government bill.
Like this one where they say
you fail it. 30 bags of imported rice.
No.
20 bags of local rice.
10 bags foreign rice.
Okay.
20 bags local rice.
Local rice, okay.
20 bags beans.
10 cartons of Maggi.
10 cartons of Maggi.
How many gallons of oil?
10 gallons of oil.
That is what is trending in Nigeria. The encroachment we just met in recent time is that the people in the north, they connive with kidnappers, they connive with Libya, Burkina Faso and Mali, all the countries in Sahel Africa coming to northern states, have an agreement with government over there, the elites over there, they have lost students, then now they start making our money. They give us bill, we pay. They send Sheikh Gumi, an Islamic cleric, a Muslim cleric, and we go and take selfie with bandits in the forest, and they will give him his own commission. Ministry of Banditry, Kidnapping, and Boko Haram. They are paying Gumi.
Where's our agents?
Gumi, Sheikh Gumi. Security agents are no more there. Security agents' attention has bent towards southwest to mirror Igbo's, monitor his movements. It has bent all the attention of the security operatives in the north that we are fighting Boko Haram has now bent towards southeastern Nigeria, monitoring and mirroring movement of every IPOB, every member of indigenous people of Biafra, which of course 99.9% of IPOB are Igbo people. No more monitoring the Boko Haram insurgents movement, no more monitoring or trailing the bandits there, no more monitoring or trailing the kidnappers and the other groups called themselves, what they call themselves, Ansaru. No, they after Sandigbowo, they after IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. If anybody call himself a student cult in the southeast, Buhari will send 200 soldiers after cultists. How many of them? 3. They will kill them. They will treat them until you will fail to recognize their identity. Buhari is after Igbo man. Buhari is against Yoruba man. Buhari is against the Southerners, which is why he locked virtually every border in Yoruba land, every border in southeast, from where goods are entering here. That's why Speaker of House of Rep in Ghana came yesterday or day before yesterday to address our lawmakers. You are not getting it right, oh. You virtually block your border. There are certain things you should allow to enter Nigeria. Don't do it that way. Ghana has now come to lecture those morons in the house because they don't know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing. Now Ghana man go tell them what to do. That will tell you the level of the generation of humanity, humanness in our society today. That is to tell you the level of the generation of human sympathy in those Nigerian politicians. Those guys are ruthless. They are heartless. Let me use the word dryly wicked. When something is dry, it's bad. When something is humid or moist, it's better. You can still survive with water. But these people are completely, thoroughly wicked idiots. It's the Ghana speaker that is teaching them. Look, unban so commodity. Let it crawl into Nigeria. Don't you know? I have some people from my constituencies. They are there over the years. They could not even sponsor one beer. They went there on and they slept well and come out. So what are you talking about? Security operatives protecting Northerners. Bandits have given them how many days to produce those rice? Bags of rice, local rice imported. 10 cartons of Maggi. You don't know. They must add tomato. It's a very, very thriving, profitable business in the northern Nigeria now. Banditry, Minister of Banditry. Okay, the Minister of Banditry we know now is Sheikh Gumi. It's a very good appointment, a very juicy position. If you see the man is ganging up because he's making money. His account alert, his bank account every day. Millions are going in there. So what are you saying?
Okay, let's leave that. Let's go back to PDP marks Onochie as she denies membership.
Yes, they should not only mob him, they're supposed to trash him. Because it is a disgrace to womanhood that a woman knew that he committed this offense, if not even offense. He was holding that position before. He was a member of APC. She's trying to deny it. How could you make a member of APC, commissioner of INEC commissioner? A member, he will give everything to APC. We follow them now. He was a media assistant or whatever to Buhari before. Buhari will have no business to include him on INEC. INEC is an independent body. It's supposed to be non-governmental. Nothing has to connect INEC and government. Anybody in that position must be a neutral person invited over to partake. I don't know what I understand. Why must Lorita Onochie? Why is it Lorita? Lorita want to go there and rig election again. They want to manipulate us again. Lorita is there so that your vote and my vote could no longer count. But let me tell you, is there going to be any election in 2023? There will be no election in 2023. All this one, we are just exaggerating and playing. We are playing. There will be no election come 2023. Which election? You want to go and waste your time there? When you waste your time, finish. Adam Ochemele will resurrect somewhere and tell you, say, go inside. Soldiers are there and police are there for us to rig it. He will tell you, pop and play on your face. So what I say?
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, the final thought is this. All roads, R-O-A-D leads to Abuja comes 26th July this month. Where Nnamdi Kanu will be let off the hook from the DSS facilities. When he comes into that court auditorium and tell you Nnamdi Kanu is not going back again because we will resist any attempt and movement by any individual to rearrest him or detain him or keep him languishing in confinement.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rapper. Mr. Lucky, Edo no be Lagos.
Edo no be Lagos, my brother.
You hear your brother?
Anyway,
it comes out of you not go back.
See, for me, good morning. Viewers, good morning, my brother. For me, I told you that from day one, I don't like that arrest of Kanu in Kenya or Ethiopia. Why don't you ask question? What brought Kanu to Ethiopia or Kenya? What brought him there? I said, in Nigeria here, if you don't take time, your brother will sell you because of money. Your brother will sell you because of money. And the elite in the East, they are the one that sold Kanu to Buhari. You can see that just few days now, few months now,
Few weeks.
See the attention all the governors are giving to Buhari. Imagine I saw for paper now, Tom inviting Buhari to come and commission what? Project. You can see, so we that is even crying here for how many years now? For 6 years. that Buhari did not do anything, criticizing him. Those who were supporting that time are the one now going back, supporting the governor. Which project is he going to commission? Which project is he inviting Buhari to come up commission in Benue? Is it projects of killing, kidnapping, or what? I don't know. Imagine, governor of Cross River, after many years, telling the whole world that he has not benefited from PDP. Now you went and turned APC. Imo State, the same thing. You can see the saboteur. So we will do our own. We will tell the whole world what is happening. That this government is not working. It's not working. Buhari is not working. Those who are praising him is those who are eating, sharing money in Asoro. It's those who are sharing money in Asoro. Why are you keeping Kanu in that place? Okay, I give you an example now. The governors in the south, are they not seeing what is going on in the north? That school no longer go again in the north, no school. Agri, people don't go to farm. Instead of you to team up, unite the way they are doing their meeting. I told you that meeting they are doing is fake. That meeting you saw is fake.
That is
this southern meeting the governors are holding is fake. I'm telling you, the way I've seen it, nothing will come out for it.
yeah, but something came out.
Like what?
Ogun Assembly passes anti-grazing bill. Prescribed 3-year jail term for offenders.
Let's, my brother, let them carry up that. Let's see first. I believe I've been talk for years. I'm going to 50 years now. All these things are done for it. Election is coming. By the time election come now, you see, realizing going to APC, to PDP, that's what is going on now. Look at Imo State now. Look at Imo State. Now, sacking lawmaker.
Suspending.
Whether suspended or they are sacked already. Because maybe they are not down to the governors. I get me. That's what is happening there now. In the Anambra now, what they are talking about, nobody's talking about Ipob again there. They are talking about election. APC, you have two APC, two PDP, two ABGA in that place. If you have youth there, the youth will tell us both APC and PDP, stop. All we know is that our brother is sincere. Let's work out. Kanu will come out first. All they are doing there is APC, PDP. Campaign is going on there. So, campaign is going on there. So, what we are saying is that we at least some of these governors benefit for us. Tons of shouting, condemning the president. But today, they are going back. They are going back. Inviting him to come and commission project. Which project? Or Tom inviting president to come and commission. Which project does he have? A basket population. Which yam has he produced now? Which Gary has he produced? Which project is government going to commission? Government, that is the, if I tell you the highest people who fall victim under Buhari is Benue. Tons of kidnapping, tons of killing, tons of poverty. But today you say you want to invite Buhari to come and commission. Which project? It's just like the way Sanwo-Olu invited Buhari to come and commission railway. Go to railway now. Nothing. Even the road to enter railway to go and enter train now, that road has not been done. Go there, take a walk. I went there, go there. They are still working there. But what did you commission? Is it after commission train, after 1 week, are you aware that train have accident or bandit went there and kidnapped some people? Are you aware? You commission train. So what are you talking about? What we are saying, my brother, we the youth, I just laugh at them because the youth are not serious. They're not serious. If they are serious, the day they arrested Kanu in Kenya, Nigerian people, the East is supposed to be boiling now. Now everywhere is calm. Now the governments are happy. The governor has flight to Abuja to go and collect their allocation. If the governors in that their forum can say, we don't longer want to go to Abuja collect our allocation, you see, the things will change. When the southern governor was holding meeting, the northern governor too, they hold their meeting. The PDP, APC, northern governor, they hold their meeting. What are they discussing? Before you know, the elite in East, the elite in South, the elite, they are wicked. They are the ones supporting Buhari to minimize our poor people. But our poor people, nobody's talking. Everybody's afraid of death. We support that. I say, even in the Southwest, let Let me give you an example. I went to Koyi yesterday. I saw a building, very mighty building. And they said that building belonged to Tinubu. That was former local government area. Opalede Ikoyi, where millions of people are feeding, but one person took over that place. And our people here are watching. So my brother, where are we going? 2023, they will come deceive us. Election will still go on. It's just like Anambra now. Anambra now, all they are saying is election. All the youth today, some of them, PDP, APC, ABGA, what they are saying, I want to belong. Belong where? Where is the money? Share money, finish. Nothing. So all we are saying is that Nigeria youth should get up. This time around, if the president, for me, I would like the president to go to East. Whether they like it or not, that president should go to East. Not even Southwest, not even South-South. Go to East. Let them collect that president. Every 6 months, I tell you, Nigeria will change because Igbos, they love business. They know how to manage Nigeria. At least, quote me right, 65% of business in Nigeria now, the Igbo are the ones surviving Nigeria. I will tell you, they are the Nigerians. They are the. I'm not saying because of this. If you check,
65%.
Go around, go and check. What are you talking? Are you talking about spare parts? Are you talking about chemists? Are you talking about hard work? No, go and check. No, go around. Go around. I mean, so sensational play where they do agbero. But when you talk about business, that's some dirty job that fetch you money. You see Igbo there. Are you talking about clothes? What are you telling me? What is they are the ones surviving us now? I'm part of the oil. I don't sabi. When you talk about types of business around, eating, a little bit eat, hospital, buying up drugs. See the whole chemists, many places, warehouses, importation. Even when this man still lock border, they still struggle to bring what me and you will eat. Because if you wait for Buhari, you will all die in the house. Do you know how many people die in the house because of hunger? Do you know how many people cannot pay school fees? Go to our university. Some of them, they are not paying for years. They are just living by the grace of God. They don't. Just when they want to do exam, that's why they discover them. They are there living. They are living there. Even that girl that slaughtered somebody, the girl is just reciting there. So what I'm telling you, Nigeria have rotted that our government don't know what they are doing. The only where he's working is Abuja. That's why they always go to Abuja. That's why you see this our elite clapping hand for Buhari. Buhari have done well. Done well for what? What is annoying me? What is Otto? Otto is the most victim person. They crucify. Now today you say want to commission project. Which project are you commissioned? How much for one yam now? Go and check yam. Yam is a gold now in Nigeria now. Yam. Yam is a gold, and that is where they normally produce yam because they can produce. They didn't go to farm. Now they are calling to come and come. Which project? That area, that project, that commission of project, education, I don't want to go back to APC. That area, I don't want to go back to APC. You can see the alignment and the realignment. All the northerners are now coming to one side. Because they saw the southerners are coming to one side now. What they are trying to do is that they will look for a candidate. If they see that somebody want to come from the south, the best thing they will bribe up everybody. The next thing they will give that post to Jonathan. They know that it's only Jonathan that will save them. If they give it to Tinubu, all of us will enter in trouble. I'm telling you the truth. So they are looking for a way that Jalami agree and bring Jonathan woman or your take. They will say they can control you. So what we are saying is that, my brother, we can't stop talking. We start telling everybody, but you too. That's why I said when they arrested Kanu, I was saying, Buhari has caused a lot of problem. I didn't know. Now today, everywhere is calm like a cold water. Everywhere is calm. I expect everywhere to be at least that area of, when you measure is that time last month, you can't go to East. The boys anchor with their anger. Now what is happening? Everybody calm down. Election is going on in Anambra. They're in Anambra there. So I'm campaigning for PDP. So I'm campaigning for APC. And I've got just for 1,000 naira because of hunger. But since can they borrow, our president is borrowing. Who is going to pay it? Me and you, but we are not talking now. Look at Sine with anything what they bring. Whether they want to slaughter millions of Nigerians, they will sign. They don't ask questions. My brother, where are we going? The youth should wake up.
They arrested them
Can
and
you,
everywhere is in
can you
chaos.
champion a protest?
My brother, what I'm doing here, no more than protest. Do you know how many people watching this program? SSL watch it, Buhari too watch it, Lai Mohammed watch it. This for more than protest. I don't think if I lead a protest, let me tell you, Nigeria is a kind of place that when you call for a protest, you lead. I'm telling you, when you look back, when you have 20 people following you,
You go remain
just
only
look
5.
back, you remain only you. And when they hold you, where are you going to? Nobody will come. I ask you a question now. When Kanu was in abroad, everybody was shouting that if they hold Kanu, Israel will come, everybody will come. We are going to burn everywhere. My brother, Kanu is there. I spent 2 weeks there now.
They have come.
Everybody
Israel
now,
have come.
Everybody,
Israel have come.
everybody now.
Israel has come.
Have you seen everywhere calm down?
You know, no place calm down.
I expect that everywhere should be, the noise.
It's like that, but we are using sense.
So that this
They
man in Abuja there, we have, let them know that something is going on.
everywhere they come.
Look at Gboho now. I give you an example now. Look at Gboho. Look at Gboho now. Look at Gboho now. When they say, look, the protest, there was a protest in Ibadan. The protest, they went to Olubadan to send the signal that why did the DSS go to Igboho house and destroy the place? I don't understand. My brother, Nigeria youth, let me tell you. My brother, yes, you are trying, we are doing our best here. Millions of youth, we have millions of youth. Where are they? Why don't you ask questions? Where are they now? Everybody's doing business.
They are doing dread. They are carrying dread.
Now, see,
They are doing dread. Nigerian youths are doing dread.
My annoyance in Nigeria here now. Every youth you see them with long pierce. I asked one of them, I said, my brother, do you eat ogbolo? How can you carry pierce? Are you an imam? Are you imam? All you know is to dress pierce. Nobody think tomorrow future. How your children. Most of them, that's why they are not married. That's why our ladies now, our lady cannot marry again. They will go for husband, those who marry. That's why they are going instead of marrying young people because you can't feed them. We can't take care of them. Nigeria is dying. Go to airport. That is why. Let me tell you another secret now. What Buhari is trying to do is to stop people not to travel again. That's why you see to take passport, that's a problem. The time you go to NIA, when you register NIA now, they will just give you number. That number have not been registered. You spend 1 month, 2 months frustration. So you don't want people to travel. Want us to die here.
The man is a wicked man.
Nigeria should wake up. Mostly the youth. I am not talking about from 60 years old. 60 years old, they benefit somewhere. But with the youth, we are doing what I'm doing here. That is my own capel. That's my own protest. And that's what my brother who are doing here every day will come out and talk. We are doing our own. Don't just sit down, look. Nigeria youth and sit down, look. So thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lauke. That is a wonderful one. He has spoken well today. One in many. Okay. We are moving towards the end of Bystanders today. Thank you for being with us, all our reviewers. Thank you to Najachi, Meze. Thank you also, Ugbelemon, Michael Agbetu. Thank you. Rem Shinedu. Thank you very much. And Taiwo Odulade, Franklin Ike, Evans Jolly, Just Good, and also many Blessed Lofty Series. Franklin Ike, Ishola Kolade Samuel, Bob Juve, Evans Jolly, Tella Abdul Wahab. Thank you very much, Patrick Amadi, Ebere Bishop Ebere. Pinchas Badu, thank you very much for being with us today on this wonderful edition of Bystander News. And the man behind the camera, Femi Davis, thank you very much. And also, Boss Flip TV, Biodun Pupoli. I'm Christian Chico on this wonderful edition. We are on Instagram, Flip TV on Instagram, and also on Facebook, It Was 7 on Facebook. Visit us and get more updates and commentaries. Bye for now, till tomorrow as we come on the same station, the same time.